Hello, everyone, and welcome to another weekly edition of the Community Broadcast Network. My name is Trevor Sikkema, and in this week's episode, we'll take a tour around the sports world, from the deepest sand in the state all the way to the hard courts of Technique tennis, plus an inside look at the innovators of the EBIS education system. But as always, we start with our top story. The first outing of the second semester is here. Well, not quite, but the Inspiration Academy can confirm the EBIS retreat from Tuesday the 20th through Thursday the 22nd. School President Claire Spears said the EBIS system has been working its way into the curriculum, but this retreat will just give kids the rundown on how to make the most of it.
So what we want to do is really introduce the next phase of EBIS, which is our exception-based education system, to the kids, and we've been talking about that a lot with parents. But what we want to do is take them on another retreat starting second semester and really introduce them to the planners, which will encourage time management with the kids and it'll help them understand what the academic coach role is going to be for them, and just give them tools to be successful for second semester.
Spear wanted to stress the cost of this retreat is completely free. Parents are even invited to join on the last day for a dinner and a program. Buses will take the kids in and out with a half day on Thursday and no school on Friday, so you gotta love that. And speaking of the EBIS system, CBN was able to sit down with one of the main players integrating that project-based learning to the Inspiration Academy. His name is Dr. Renato Cataldo, and the system is called Flip Learning. Cataldo is CEO of the company Crazy for Education, and his objective, in his own words, is to give kids 21st century learning at their fingertips.
And the foundation of this project is really flip learning. And what flip learning is all about is where you take the lecture out of the class and you put that into the hands of the students, where they can do as much as they want, when they want it, and how they want it. And that's really just basically a video of the teacher giving the content of the material. And in class, the students work on problem-based learning, project-based learning, at the pace that the teacher can manage. And one of the problems that a lot of students have is if a teacher lectures on something at school, they bring it home. Parents don't have a clue on what they said or how to help them. In a flipped learning environment, the students basically get that content and the parents get that content as well. So even parents will know exactly what the teacher said or didn't say.
Cataldo says he's been asked to help set up systems like this before, but what makes IA special is that the entire school is switched to this program, which makes it the most effective. Normally, schools try to integrate this concept with one class or one subject, so when they go back to their normal classes, it's like going back in time. Cataldo's company has provided training, software, and preparation to ensure things are done the right way the first time and for a long time. All right, working our way around the Bradenton-Sarasota area, CSN, that's Inspiration's own community sports network, just finished up their coverage of USA Soccer's first coaching clinic of 2015 down at IMG Academy. CSN offers recruiting film and event coverage at the highest quality with packages available for individuals, teams, coaches, colleges, and more. Additional information can be found at csnsportsfilms.com. IA's film program has students gearing up and going out, logging film for their entry in this year's film festival, January 17th. Though the student short film won't be entered in the contest, it will be shown on the festival big screens. More information on where to purchase tickets can be found at inspirationacademy.com. Inspiration Academy is making their mark in the sand when it comes to Florida volleyball. With sand volleyball being the fastest growing sport in the NCAA, Athletic Director Barry Batson is making sure his program is at the forefront of that movement. Sand volleyball at IA started with a single court and just 15 players, but has since evolved into a dual court facility with weight rooms and a training area. Head coach Nate Davis said he's excited for the challenges and opportunities these additions will bring.
Well, the biggest thing I'm excited about is our new sand addition that we just built. We actually just built a second sand court. We've got some of the deepest sand in the entire state. I'm really excited that now we can run larger groups, we can run in-house tournaments, we can do camps and clinics.
400 tons of sand make this area some of the deepest sand courts in the state of Florida and the only on-campus training facility in the Bradenton-Sarasota area. The Academy has already seen some instant benefit from their investment, with 2 players committed to the college level. All right, let's move on to that sports corner of campus now. Inspiration Academy is all about unique learning, trying to find the best ways to educate and retain information in the short term while laying the foundations for long term. So how are they doing that with tennis? Well, Technique Tennis founder John Eagleton says it's kind of like Netflix?
It'll be something like Netflix. Hey, you know, I'm a beginner. I'm just learning how to play. And I say, well, you should watch that video. Hey, if you've watched that video, you should watch this movement video. A little bit like Netflix. So it's going to be a very high quality, with a lot of technology in terms of the videos. There'll be different libraries and different categories you can go on. And we'll be producing videos every month in those different categories.
Technique Tennis is for varying skill levels and ages. It's shot in movie quality video and production to make sure what they're conveying is as clear and as in-depth as it can be. Eagleton is planning the initial release sometime early spring. And finally, IA's Baseball Academy has hit the ground running this new year with the announcement of 4 new baseball coaches. Nick Mace, Taylor Wren, and Johnny Griffin will be joining new varsity head coach Chuck Sandberg on staff to help with coaching in the infield and pitchers. Sandberg played ball at the University of Florida, then went on to play with the Boston Red Sox. Each of these coaches expressed their high level of interest not just to teach baseball, but to have an opportunity to mentor these players along the way.
I was really interested in the program, and 2 things that kind of drove my life in the past: sports, specifically baseball, and faith were kind of involved here, and just something I truly believed in and wanted to be a part of and contribute to.
It's funny, the infancy stages of Inspiration Academy, I knew Barry Batson. He approached me in the summertime, and I was in another commitment, and just kind of looking around in the fall and coming out watching the games and seeing how they're working with the kids as a developmental standpoint. And the spiritual thing really kind of attracted me. When you get involved in the kid, with their journey and getting to know them, and I'm just really excited about where the program's going, where this institution's going, and what's going to happen in the future. I'm really excited about it.
That's all our time this week, but as always, you can check in on everything Inspiration Academy may be doing throughout the week over at inspirationacademy.com. That's all for us. We'll see you next week.